Hello students, myself Karishma Datta from Saraswat International Academy. I'm going to teach to standard 9th English medium subject social science chapter number 1 Rise of British Rule in India part 3. Battle of Plassey. Siraj ud Dowlah was ruling over Bengal due to his impulsive nature. He had some opponents in his state. What they're saying over here, that Sirajuddaula was ruling over Bengal at that time, and having an aggressive, impulsive means aggressive nature, and because of that reason he was having what more components. Component means dushman, components in the state. During this period, the British East India Company built a fortress. Fortress means a fort around the trade center in Kolkata on pretext means what, that is excuse of security reason, without taking permission of the Nawab. The British East India Company built a fortress at Kolkata Trade Center, where from where they were doing the trade without taking the permission from whom, that is from Nawab. And when it was been asked to them for what reason you have made the fortress, they said that what excuse was been made by them, that is for security reason. After that, so Nawab destroyed the fortress. When these news reached the Madras, that is Chennai, a small army of the company led by Robert Clive reached Bengal in order to help the Kolkata Trade Center. When the Nawab came to know about the fortress was being made by the East India Company, the fortress was being destroyed by the Nawab. And when this news was being heard heard by the company, a small army of the company leading with Robert Clive reached where, that is to Bengal, in order to help the Kolkata Trade Center. After that, the army of East India Company was strong, but it was difficult for the East India Company army to defeat the Nawab army. No doubt the East India army was very much strong, but it was very much difficult for them to defeat the Nawab army, because Nawab army was more strong than the East India Company's army. After that, so Robert Clive resorted to treachery. That is, treachery means was betrayal of trust. He thought of betraying whom? That is Sirajud Dowlah. How did he betray him? Let us see that. A conspiracy was planned to a conspiracy was planned in order to defeat Nawab, in which the Nawab commander-in-chief Mir Zafar and Seth Amit Chand were Seth Amichand and were co-hosts to join. Over here, they are saying that Robert Clive thought of betraying Sirajuddaula. And how can he betray Sirajuddaula? He took the favor of the commander in chief, that was Mir Zafar, and Seth Amichand, both of them who were with Sirajuddaula. The Mir Zafar was the commander in chief of Sirajuddaula. Now joined whom? That is the British East India Company. Not only that, but even Seth Hamid Chand also joined hand with whom? That is with the Britishers. After that, on the pretext, the Nawab on the pretext the Nawab is unnecessary harassing the people was declared at a ground near village named as Plassey. It was said that the Nawab was harassing the people unnecessarily. So it was declared war, that is, war was being declared at the ground near where? Nearby ground, and the ground was near village named as Plassey. As the plan, Nawab lost the war and he was defeated due to Clive's treachery. Clive's treachery, the Battle of Plassey, and in 1.5 day only. What they're saying over here, war was being held and the Nawab was being defeated. Obviously, the Nawab is going to be defeated as the commander in chief was with whom, that is with the Britishers, and the Nawab lost the war. The Battle of Plassey was being won by the Britishers, and the war only ended in how many days? That is, one day also was not been seen. Only one half a day the war was being completed. Now, the main points. The Battle of Plassey was fought on 23rd June 1757 AD. When was it been fought? It was fought on 23rd June 1757 AD. The, the battlefield of Plassey is situated 38 kilometer from Murshidabad, West Bengal. This is situated where? From West Bengal. It is 38 kilometers away. That battlefield of Plassey is situated. It was been fought over there. For that reason, it was said to be as Battle of Plassey. Now we shall start with the another topic, that is Battle of Buxar. The British made Mir Zafar the Nawab of Bengal and under different pretexts tried to extract plenty of wealth from him. Battle of Plassey was won by the Britishers. Commander-in-chief of Sirajuddaulah was Mir Zafar, and after the Battle of Plassey defeat of Sirajuddin Daulah, Mir Zafar was made the Nawab of Bengal. He was made the Nawab of Bengal. And what was done by the Britishers? They took more and more plenty of wealth from him. Next, due to their greed to gain more power, the East India Company managed to dethrone. Dethrone means what? Remove Mir Zafar, and Mir Qasim was made the Nawab. That means getting more and more plenty of wealth from, as Nawab of Bengal was Mir Zafar, a plenty of wealth was been taken by the Britishers, and now they became what? That is greedy. And because of that greediness, they thought to manage dethrone. Dethrone means to remove Mir Zafar, and they made Mir Qasim the Nawab of Bengal. After that, Mir Qasim was more ambitious than Mir Zafar and thus became a threat for the company. Over here, they are saying that Mir Qasim was more ambitious than Mir Zafar. Obviously, we can see Mir Zafar was not that much of ambitious, so the Britishers were able to collect more plenty of wealth. But when the Britishers came to know that Mir Qasim is more ambitious and he can be a danger or a threat for the company, so again he was been removed, and again Mir Zafar was made what? That is the Nawab of Bengal. Next. Hence, Mir Qasim proved to be more ambitious. They removed him, and again Mir Zafar was made the Nawab. Next, Mir Qasim took refuge with the Nawab of Awadh. Okay, when he was not the Nawab of Bengal, he took refuge with the Nawab of Awadh. Next, during this time, the Mughal Emperor Shah Alam had come to Awadh. These three of them decided to join hands and fight the company unitedly and thus declared a war. Mir Qasim was being removed. Mir Qasim took refuge with the Nawab of Awadh. Then after that, during that time, even the Mughal Emperor Shah Alam was there. Shah Alam, Mir Qasim, and whom? That is the Nawab of Awadh. These three joined their hands together and unitedly they declared a war for with whom? That is with the East India Company. Next, at Buxar, the East India Company fought against the United Army. In which year? That is 1764, 22nd October, in which the United Army lost. That means Mir Qasim, Shah Alam, and the Nawab of Bengal. These three unitedly fought the battle with the East India Company at Buxar, but they were not able to win the battle. And when was the battle was held? 1764, 22nd October. They lost the war. These three unitedly who fought, they lost the war from East India Company. Next, thus the company got the Diwani right, that is right to collect revenue to Bengal, Bihar, and Orissa. Okay, after winning this battle, they got the Diwani right. That is, Diwani right means what? Right to collect revenue. Not only in Bengal, but even in Bihar and Orissa. Now we'll move on to a new topic, that is expansion of the company rule. Slowly, a trader came to India for trade. Slowly, the Britishers started transferring themselves and they started conquering the different regions of India. They started expanding. Expansion was being done, and the expansion can be seen now in this topic. Battle of Plassey, Battle of Buxar. These two shows that how much great power was being held by the Britishers. Now, first point, the English government passed a regulating act in 1773 AD. In 1773 AD, the English government passed a regulating act, and according to which the governor of Bengal was made the governor general of all. Who the governor general of Bengal was made the governor general of all, that is of trade even, and that is of political activities of the company was brought under the direct control. The trade and even the political activities of other sides also now all were to be seen by the governor of Bengal. Even the Madras governor and his council were brought under him. These all, that is, even the Mumbai Madras governor and his counseling part departments were also brought under him. Under whom? That is the governor of Bengal. After that, thus Warren Hastings, the first Governor General of India. Warren Hastings was made the first Governor General of India. During during his tenure, the first Maratha War and the second Mysore War with Hyder Ali of Mysore was vague. That means was started when Warren Hastings was made the first Governor General. During his time, two war was being seen. The first was the first Maratha War and the second Mysore War, and with whom it was being seen, that is Hyder Ali of Mysore. The problems for the East India Company increased because it had to face both the powers simultaneously. That means simultaneously the war was being held. The first Maratha war and the second is the Mysore war with Hyder Ali. Both was being held together, and it became very much difficult for the East India Company to simultaneously fought with this power. Next, after Warren Hastings, who became the Governor General, Cornwallis took over as a Governor General after Warren Hastings. He became the Governor General after Warren Hastings. During his tenure now, till the time Corn, uh, Cornwallis, right, during his tenure, what was being seen, that is the third Mysore war with whom, that is Tippu Sultan, took place, famously known as Tiger of Mysore. First war was being seen, and that war was the third Mysore war, and at that time The third Mysore war was been fought with whom? That is with Tipu Sultan, and famous Tipu Sultan was known as war, that is Tiger of Mysore. The company has to join the company has to join hands with the Maratha and the Nizam to defeat him. He was not able to fight against them, so he accepted the treaty. By seeing the strong power of Tipu Sultan, the company need to join hands with the Marathas and with the Nizam to fight with whom? That is with Tipu Sultan. But Tipu Sultan was not able to fight with these three people. These three accepted the treaty. The treaty which was been said by the East India Company to sign.